Hey guys, welcome back to Bookworm Bree, and today we're gonna be doing like an interview in a way, because like we realized we haven't really properly introduced ourselves. I feel like I like lightly did, but not that much. So we're just gonna
And I don't think I did.
Book questions.
Alright, so we are using the basmoapp.com 85 questions for book lovers article to base our questions off of. Do you just want to switch off questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like you can ask one, and then you can answer it, and then I can answer it.
Okay. What book are you reading right now?
I'm still trying to finish The Queen of Nothing.
Really? Oh,
Wait,
sorry, I
couple chapters
accidentally took your bookmark out. Sorry.
And then
True confessions here, folks.
and there's another book I'm actually Oh, The Unhoneymooners. I am one chapter in.
I'm currently reading Realm Breaker by Victoria Aveyard on my Kindle, and I don't remember how. I think it said I'm 60% through.
Oh, nice.
So that means I think I've read about 300 pages out of 500.
Is it pretty good?
The beginning's a little slow, but it's kind of giving me like Lord of the Rings vibes. Like she almost has her own fellowship protecting her on her mission. So I like that.
That's cool.
We don't have to go in order. I just picked the first question because
Yeah.
it's the first one I saw.
What's your next read gonna be?
Hopefully, I'm gonna finish this book, The Missing of Claire de Lune. I started it, and I'm also about 60% through this one. So I just have to
I'm gonna do
finish it.
Serpent and Dove.
Oh, fun. That one's pretty good, actually.
Yeah. I started reading it a while ago, and then I just like didn't get around to
Yeah.
finishing it. I'm very much a mood reader.
What is the longest book you've ever read?
I'm actually not sure. Oh, at Costco they sell like these big copies of like Adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
Mhm.
Have you seen it? It's like the gold book.
Yeah.
It's like that big, and the words are tiny, so that's probably the biggest book I've ever read. It's like over 1,000 pages. I've read all of them. So
That's nice.
I did it all in 6th grade.
The longest book I have ever read is probably Kingdom of Ash, and I devoured that baby. I've read it twice.
Not here.
I only have, the first 4 books, but
I think I almost have the whole series.
yeah.
Got them for Christmas.
Kingdom of Ash.
How many different books did you manage to read at once? I read like 30 at once, not gonna lie. Like 5. It's like I have like 3 I do for school, and like 2 fun books.
I think the most probably is like 3. Cause like keeping it balanced and reading at the same time. Like 3. But I have like multiple books in progress right now, but I'm not necessarily reading all of them.
Okay, your turn.
Okay. What novel caused the worst book hangover for you?
Oh,
I'm like tripping over my words. Nick.
it's like offended. Harry Potter definitely put me in one, and The School for Good and Evil, because I grew up with that series. Like I remember when the first book came out, and then like other ones came out. Yeah, what about you?
Either Throne of Glass or Infernal Devices series. Let's see.
Oh, which one? What book ever made you cry with laughter?
Cry with laughter? Honestly, I think Harry Potter's pretty funny. I don't know if I've ever cried with laughter for reading a book.
I like actually like laughed so hard the part where
The 6th book is just so funny because everyone's being so melodramatic.
but my favorite scene is most likely the part where it's like Snape and Harry doing the thing.
Yeah.
And then,
There's no need to call me Sep.
yes, I love that scene so much.
Is it your turn to ask a question?
I think I just did.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
You're just skimming for the best ones.
Yeah.
Just go in order.
Where did you?
Oh, how do you pick the next book you're gonna read?
Oh yeah.
Are you just a mood reader and you're like, oh, this one looks good?
Yeah, I try to plan out my TBR, but I'm really a mood reader, so that doesn't work very well.
Yeah, that's kind of what I do too. Yeah. I just list on unreasonable expectations.
Yeah, I have like a general idea of books I want to read, and then I don't read those. What were the last 3 books you read?
Oh my gosh.
Do you remember that far back?
Peter Pan. This poetry book, like the Dubliners?
Dubliners, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? I thought it was short story.
I think it's a short story. I don't remember at this point. And then.
Queen of Nothing, Wicked King.
I would check my Goodreads, but we're using my phone.
I can check your Goodreads.
Okay.
Wait, it'll pull up. Goodreads always takes forever to load, and I don't know why, but it's
I like the quotes that it has, though. I like actually read them.
Bookworm Bree. Still not letting. Why did we do that?
I don't know. Go to like my 20 challenge. Peter Pan,
Lord of the Flies,
and then, well, I haven't marked my other books, but Lord of the Flies, Peter Pan, and then
Dork Diaries.
Yeah.
Just to expose you. Anyway.
What are your last 3 books?
Oh, I just closed that out. That's
Good
really
job,
annoying.
Mia.
I think it's. Well, I also just finished books that I've been reading for a while.
Those still count.
So, Stardust in Their Veins, Percy Jackson and the Last Olympians, and Breaking Time by Sasha Ellsberg, which was not that good. And I really didn't need to finish it, but I wanted to, so.
Nice.
I started listening to the audiobook and then finished it on ebook, so.
Oh, what's the book you've read the most times? And how many times did you read it?
I'm trying to count.
I think I've read the Harry Potter series a total of like 3 times. I'm on my 4th time.
Yeah, I think I've read Prisoner of Azkaban 8 times.
Dang.
So probably that.
I've done like the whole Harry Potter series sort of over and over again. I love that. And then, who's your favorite author? J.K. Rowling. No, I'm joking. Unfollow.
Right now, I really like Rebecca Ross.
Right now, for me, it's Sarah J. Maas. I'm joking. She's great and all.
She's not that good.
The only book I've read from her is Avatar.
Or
I like James Patterson. He's really good.
Lee Bardugo.
Oh yeah, I like her actually a lot.
Yeah.
What's your least favorite book?
I'm trying to think of a book I started but never finished. Probably whatever that is.
What book would you literally like burn? Every copy.
I think you asked me this one time at theater when we were really bored. I'm like, you've asked me this question before.
I have no memory of this.
It was probably when we were reading The Selection for the first time.
Probably.
Because we read it around the same time.
Oh man. I was like at a rehearsal for a theater and I was just reading it, I was like, what the frick?
Yeah.
Just Aspen climbs into a window and just starts kissing her.
Ew.
Aspen, how did you get in here? It's like something I used to write when I was 6, except for my plots were so much better. Anyway.
Yeah, probably like Divergent or The Selection. Or Shatter Me.
I did not like Divergent.
I'm just coming for the dystopian books, but I don't like dystopian.
Yeah.
Shout out to my middle schooler who's reading Shatter Me. Please don't read Shatter Me.
Oh, do you have a favorite quote from any of the books that you've read? One that literally just came to my mind is, the problem with wanting is it makes us weak. I freaked out when he said that in the series, because I memorized that quote because I just loved it so much. And then he said it in the series, and I screamed.
Okay. Okay, so I love all of Real Love Ingleside, but there's one point in the last couple things where her brother, Rilla's brother, writes her a letter. This is the last name from Gable's book. But tonight somehow all the beautiful things I have always loved seem to have become possible again. And this is good. It makes me feel a deep, certain, exquisite happiness.
That's cute. Love it.
And that chapter makes me sob every time. It's so good.
I've actually only seen the first Anne Green Gables book, movie.
Yeah.
So I don't even know like what happens.
You should read the books. They're really good.
Too. I'm probably gonna get them soon, like buy them. And then I've never met a writer in real life, like somebody with a published book. Let's say that.
No.
I have. My mom goes to my church. She makes Christian fantasy. No, I think it's just Christian fiction. And I don't have any problems with that, but I just don't read that because it bores me to death.
How many books would you say you own?
Over 200.
Last time I counted, I was at 212, and I've bought. I've bought at least 4 books since then, so I'm somewhere around 216.
Dang.
It's a rough estimate.
Yeah, like the ones I have, 104? No, I bought some. I probably have 107 now.
Just with her currently.
And then I have more there.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely over 200. We probably have like almost the same amount of books actually.
How much do you think your book collection is worth?
I actually did this math a while ago when it was just one of my bookshelves.
Mm-hmm.
I have over $2,000 worth of books.
Yeah, I probably have more.
Yeah. But like I didn't get them all for $2,000. I got so many of them secondhand. But if you look at the cover price and like just count in the US.
Yeah.
And actually I just estimated it. I was like, if all these books were $12, which most of them are more than that, especially the hardcovers, it's around $2,000.
Yeah. I have a book that's worth $200.
It's
and
so
then,
cool.
Wait, I don't remember. Yeah, so, and I got this for free, y'all. It's a $200 book for free. But it's an 18. Okay, I'm just gonna be like the influencer real quick.
Yeah.
It's an 1866 copy. Just completely blocking out your face. The Pilgrim's Progress. And I found this in a thrift store in South Georgia.
It's so cool. It even smells really good. I literally have smelled it. Sorry.
So the leather is obviously very dried out. But you can see. I can't open it more than that because it will literally fall apart. But anyways, so mine is probably also around $2,000, but most of them I've gotten used, so I haven't spent $2,000. Yeah. Any
Also,
more questions? I'm sorry.
What's the most you spent on a single book or series? Like most money or time?
I would assume money because all those are about money.
It's true.
I would say Harry Potter because those are all hardcovers, but
Did you get them secondhand?
no, I got
Okay,
them for
'cause these are really
Christmas.
clean. How much was this one?
I think I got it for like $20. It was half
okay.
off.
Should we do a little bit of Would You Rather?
Sure.
Okay. Would you rather read 1 book per year and remember everything, or read 100 books and remember nothing? I do that anyway. I just remember that I like the book.
Probably the second.
Yeah.
See, even if I don't remember it, I'd rather experience the feeling of reading.
Yeah, it's fun.
Versus read literally like a page a day.
It's sort of like getting drunk is practically reading. Because like you like remember the effects, but then you just like don't remember it. I don't know.
You don't remember the events.
Yeah. But you remember that you did it.
Mm-hmm.
Only read the first page of a book or just the last one? I do the last. So I want to know what happened.
Yeah. Would you rather read the same genre forever or only be allowed to read 1 book from every genre?
The same genre forever.
Yeah. Fantasy.
That's honestly just what I read.
Yeah.
Young adult fantasy. Like a book everyone hates or hate a book that everyone loves. I do that anyway.
I would
Like, I
rather
literally
hate a
just do
book that
both.
everyone loves.
Yeah.
Because like book talk books, I tend to hate those.
Yeah.
So.
I feel like my thing is just my standards are always way too high. Because everybody's like, this is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And like some of the things, like I understand how people enjoy Avatar. It just wasn't that good for me.
Yeah.
And, like, this is really, once it's, like, set in my heart, since I've read it, like, it was an extremely immersive book. It was one of the books where you're like, whoa, I've been reading for this long. I read it in one sitting, accidentally. And it was, like, bad plot, but it kept me hooked. It's like a bad car accident. It's really bad, but you just can't look away.
Would you rather just read the same books over and over, or never be able to reread a book?
Ooh. That is really hard.
Yeah. Because that means you'd never be able to reread, like, Harry
That's what I
Potter
was
or
just
Six
thinking
of
of.
Crows
Oh, man.
or Narnia. Have you ever even read Narnia?
Not
Okay.
really, no.
That's what I thought.
Dang. I can't decide that. It's really hard.
Yeah. But then at the same time, like, I wouldn't want to just reread books.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Because that would make me sad. But then, like, not being able to read my comfort books would kill me.
I kind of want to give this selection another go.
I'm gonna buy the series. And I haven't finished the last 2 books. I've only read the first 3. Have you finished them?
I think I've only read the first 2, actually.
You haven't even read the 3rd?
No. And I haven't read any of the spin-off books. It's like Bridgerton.
Read a book that's really well written but has a terrible story, or the other way around?
Other way around.
Me too.
'Cause, yeah, I keep thinking of like The Cruel Prince or The Selection. They're not written that well, but the stories are really interesting.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Which fictional character would you most love to meet?
Oh my. Hear me out. It's tied between Cass Brecker and Draco Malfoy.
I knew that's what you were gonna say.
Let me guess. Yours is Caspian, or Am I right with Caspian? Okay, what is it?
I would say, I don't know, there's so many good characters.
Yeah.
It's hard to prioritize like which ones I would want to meet.
Yeah.
Also, your brown is coming back in. I was just noticing that.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
I dyed my hair black.
I get sidetracked very easily.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Gosh, I don't know. Because I would want to obviously meet the characters from Infernal Devices. I'd want to meet the characters from Throne of Glass. I'd want to meet the characters from Harry Potter. I'd want to meet the characters from Six of Crows. I'd want
Who's
to
your
meet the
most
characters
favorite
from Anne of
fictional
Gables.
character? Like, if you had
You
a...
can't ask me that. I don't have one.
Well, like,
I'd want to meet...
I would choose Draco Malfoy, just because I love him so much. So, yeah.
I don't know. I need to do like a tier ranking all of my book boyfriends.
Yeah, you should. Now we have a video idea.
Yay.
This is how we started this, is because we didn't know what kind of long videos we're going to make. Shorts are not that much of a problem at all.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I have like 20 shorts I still need to upload before I can even think about making more